Yeah, what about
Amazing.
you? Did somebody knock your ass in the head?
No, they did not. But I did have a really amazing out of body experience when I was on my journey to learn how to channel.
Ooh.
And I was reading a lot of books on out of body experiences by Robert Monroe. And so he was one of the pioneers of O.B.E and out of body experience. And he started in 1978. So there's a lot of books out. We'll talk about that at the end of the show, but that discuss out of body experience and the processes. But I was sleeping with my husband at the time.
As opposed to her neighbor.
Yes, exactly. Thanks for pointing that out.
Well, people need to know these things.
And then it was so funny. I was sleeping, and just before I would sleep, I would do a meditation, and I would align myself, and I would open myself up to the universe, and I would do my breathing exercises because it's all part of the channeling experience. As I did that, and my husband was asleep already, all of a sudden, I became aware of a light above, a bright, bright light. And I felt myself rising up out of my body, out of the room, our bedroom that we were in. And I could see our bed. I could see my husband sleeping next to me. And it's almost like I felt like this, like you're just rising up. And it was as I became aware of it, it just got faster and faster. So I came up out of our apartment where we were living, came up into the sky, and I could see the lights. I could see the stars, what I think were stars there. And there was a huge light above me. And I was heading for that light.
Wow.
And but I was aware of it. And then I kept going faster and faster, going up to that light. And as soon as I looked down and I go, oh shit, this is real. As soon as I said that, shoot, I went back into my body and I woke up and I go, holy crap. Right?
Yeah.
That's what happened. And I go, oh my God, it's for real. And that was many years ago that's why I think of it as a process.
Yeah.
Because I was doing my channeling, I was doing my psychic readings, I was doing all my healing work. And in the beginning, and this was part of the process. And then I had another experience again, sleeping just before going to bed. And for me, it seems that's the timing.
Well, yeah. Because your consciousness and your subconsciousness are primed.
Exactly. So I'm doing my breathing exercises again, and I'm focusing, and this is down the road from that original experience. Then my husband's sleeping again. So he's sleeping. And then all of a sudden I feel myself aware. I have really an incredible awareness around me. So I'm laying there and I know I'm asleep because I can hear myself snoring.
Wow.
Is that crazy? I can hear myself snoring but I'm aware. So I sit up in bed and I'm going like, well, something says, okay, why don't I just swing my legs over the bed? And we had a very high bed, 4-poster high bed. And I pull my legs over and I'm sitting there like this, and I've already put my feet onto the ground. When I look and I go, holy crap. And something said, look behind you. I look behind me and there's me sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, okay, but this time I didn't just go back in my bed. I mean, I didn't go back into my body. This time I was like going like, okay, what do I do now? I go, okay, slowly. I put my legs back up onto the bed in my legs. And I go like this and I go, okay, let me just lay down. And then I sat up again and I was back in my body. But wow. I mean, that was amazing.
I love that. Shirley MacLaine talks about that. It's the first time I heard about it back in the late 70s, early 80s. The out of body experiences, and then the movie Out on a Limb, and the books, all of her books. And she talks about the psychic umbilical cord of light that's tied to your physical body.
That's for everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
But if it gets cut,
then
dead. you leave your body for good.
Yeah.
And she had the same experience that you did, similar, up into the stars. She's like, oh no, this is real. And she went whoop, back into her body.
Yep.